how are you? Well, I'm back. It's been a month since I've posted anything. It's because I was enjoying the last bit of summer with my family, and now we're approaching fall. So I thought maybe it's a good idea for dinner tonight to make pork chops, simple pork chops. My son helped me defrost the pork chop slices that I have here. So here we go. And I've used a pork tenderloin. That way they're nice and soft and they're quick cooking. So we can get started. It's going to be so yummy. All right, let's turn this on. Oopsie. Oh, there we go. And we're going to start that. So I just got off work and I wanted a no-fuss dinner. So I decided to make pork chops. And it's going to be pork chops, the main dish. And then the veggies are going to be cauliflower, sauteed cauliflower, and onions in the pork chop juice. So you know that's going to be so yummy. I'm going to go ahead and get the rice going. I plated 3 plates for us to eat for dinner. And that way, once the pork chop is done, we're going to get right to eating the cooking, the yummy cooking. All right, so let's get started. I've got an iron pan here, and the iron pan, I want to get it really hot. Put some of the oil in there. I'm not afraid to put the oil because the oil is the carrier of flavor. And I'm using canola oil just so that it can fry in high heat. Alright, and this is a quick marinade. Not really a marinade, but after the pork chops thawed and I got home, I went ahead and patted it dry so that it's not wet. You don't want it wet going into the skillet. And I, drizzled a little bit of oil on it. And then I put some of this steak seasoning. You can basically put whatever you want. Salt, pepper, onion, garlic, but we love this at home. It's a steak seasoning. So I just drizzle that on top of the oil so that the seasoning will stick. And I see smoke here, so I think that we are about there. Oh yeah, it's dancing. So I'm going to go ahead and put the pork chops in. Okay. So I'm going to put it in away from your face. Away. Well, this should fit in there. I know people will tell you don't crowd your pan, but I don't mind crowding it because the juices come out. And I want the juice for the flavor. So there we go. Little piece. Alright. Set that aside. Yep. And so see, it is nice and steamy. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of oil on the other side. Go ahead and put some seasoning in here. I like to flip my pork chops as it's cooking. I know some people like to not touch it until it's done on one side and you go done on the other side, but I like to flip it as it's cooking because then you can control if it's too dry or too, not cooked enough. Right there. Ooh, see that browning? Ooh. bit more. That looks good. This is going to be ready in a few minutes. There we are. Pork choppy. Hey-ya, hey-ya. Pork choppy. Oh, can you see me? This is a little too smoky, right? Okay. I don't have a vent overhead. My vent is behind me. But you can see it's starting to brown. And then I check the bottom of the pan, because if it's starting to burn, you need a little bit of oil on those areas. And then what I do is I kind of just move the pork chop so that it loosens what's hardened on the pan. It loosens up, and the pork chop will pick it up as the juice comes out. So it's kind of like mopping, mopping that flavor that got grilled on the pan. See how it is? You can already see dinner happening soon. Then flip it again. Scrub it a little bit and then mop the pork chop into that flavor, and it picks up that flavor and sticks on the pork chop. And if it doesn't, it's okay. It's going to go on the cauliflower. Okay. Alright. So clearly, now this is like 500 degrees temperature. I just lowered it right now, but you want it to have that Maillard reaction. I guess that's the fancy name for all that cooking show when a protein gets grilled and has that browning. Call it the Maillard reaction, and it brings a lot of yummy flavor. Okay, so it's died down. I've turned it down, and you could see that it's oozing out the juice right there. We want that. We want that for the cauliflower because it's going to flavor the cauliflower. Okay. I might just turn this up just a bit more because this part right here hasn't browned quite as much. I want it to brown. Mop it up. Mop it up. Okay, flip it over just so that the juices can also distribute as it's cooking. You flip it on one side, it's getting cooked really well, and the other side needs a little bit of heat, so you flip it over there too. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to keep on flipping. It's going to go for another 2 minutes, and I will be back with sauteing the cauliflower. Okay? Alright, we are back. So the pork chops are cooked, and I just let them rest for a little bit. Now we're going to put it straight onto the plate. And I prepared the plate for each one of us, and it's got like a bed of apples, and then brown rice, and I'm gonna put the cauliflower over here. So when this is done cooking, you just serve and everybody eats. So the apples really balances with the pork chop. So my kids love apples, so they will dig into this. And then the pork chop will soften the apple And then the flavor of the apple when you bite into the pork chop, it's so good. Okay, so let me take this out. And we've got like a couple of pieces per person here. Oh, wrong side. And over here, let's do this one. Yep. See, look how brown that is. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to eat. See this side? I think I'll do this side because it's more brown. And then there are a couple of little pieces here. Ooh, look at this one. It almost looks like chicharron. Okay. Oh, no. I keep wanting to put it on the rice. I don't know why. I think my brain is already stopped working. So let's put this over here. Over here. All right, now let's get started. See the little the things that got stuck to the pan? We are gonna pick that up when we put in the onions and the cauliflower. So let's do stir fry. There we are. I don't want this to burn, so I'm just gonna start cooking with this. Okay. Oh, it smells so good in here. Nothing like onions to flavor, you know. And then I'm going to pick up the bits right here. Pick up the bits, pick up the bits. Okay, now for the cauliflower. I have a lot here, so I'm gonna actually make room for them right here. So it touches the yeah, baby. Yeah. Can you smell that? Can you smell it? Oh, I wish you were here. I could just give you a plate to dig in. Alright. So we're cooking this. Actually, it's like 500 degrees on this, the heat on this pan. Okay, let it sit there just because it's already been distributed. And then I'm going to put a little bit of oil just to coat the cauliflower. And then I'm going to put a little bit of that steak seasoning. That way they kind of, you know, reminds you of the steak. There's some cohesiveness to it. And this is really great. I love the seasoning because it has all sorts of spices. It has red pepper, sage, salt, spices. I see some mustard seed here, some fennel. Yeah, it's really yummy. Okay, let's flip this over. And then I'm actually going to put water to make this steam. I'm going to put water and cover it. So I'll be right back. I'm going to get my lid and get some water. So I'll be back in a sec. So I've got some water here. And I'm just going to quick steam this. That way it cooks all the way through. My son likes his cauliflower and broccoli sauce. I like it crunchy, but you know, if it's gonna help them eat vegetables, I'll cook it the way they like it. So I'm not gonna argue with that. So just a little bit of water, and we'll cover that. Mix it around, and then I'm gonna cover it. Alright, so I've let it steam there for a couple of minutes. Let's take out the lid. And there's a little bit of liquid in there, so I'm going to just let it cook without the lid now. Gives a chance for that steam to come back out and dry, you know, the vegetables so it's not soupy. Because we're not going for a soupy dish here. Alright, so now that's all dried. Give it a taste. Which one's going to be my victim? Really good. It needs a little bit of this seasoning. And then we can turn it off. It's done. And then I like to drizzle some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. I like the one at Trader Joe's that I grabbed here. And it just gives it more, it kind of accents the taste of the olive oil here. And then pepper. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake the pepper. Shake the pepper. Alright, and let's mix that in. Ooh, look at that. It just glistens. Reminds me of that Christmas song. Glistening in the snow. Okay, so we're ready. I am gonna plate it now. Straight from here to the plate. It's gonna go right there. Generous portion. You know, vegetables is so important. You gotta make it delish so they'll eat it. There we go. I'll grab these middle chunks because my kids won't want to eat it. They like the tree looking part of the cauliflower. So, here's the food. I'm so excited to eat it. Can't wait to finish this video so I can dig in. But basically, here we are. We're ready to eat. That's one plate for me, my son, my daughter, and it's just a bed of, you know, apples with the pork chops and the veggies and some rice on the side. Hope you'll make this for your family. It's really fast and it's healthy, delicious, and I'm gonna dig in. So thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know if you've tried it and you like it. And hit like and subscribe for my channel, and I'll share a lot more recipes with you guys. Okay, thanks so much. Have a great night. Bye.